Hello, my name is Elizabeth Dangle. Thank you for joining me this morning. Now, many of us listen to the radio, be it in the car, while cleaning, or just for fun. Our guest today does more than just listen. She is on the radio, Bigfoot Country in Lewistown to be exact, where she is known as Sue Squatch, and she has graciously agreed to be on our show today. Welcome with me today, Dawn Ziegerer.
Hi, Liz.
Hi, Dawn. How are you today?
I am peachy. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How was your drive up here?
It was boring and uneventful, so it was good.
Now, I've got some questions for you today. First off, how did you become interested in radio? What did you do before it that made you transition that way?
Well, I was in grad school, so I have a broadcasting degree that's really old. It's from 1988, probably from before you were born. And I got into radio by having a heart attack.
Really?
Yes. So I was in grad school, had a heart attack, and I was asked to talk about it on some radio stations in State College. And I did, and then they offered me a job on a morning show.
Wow. Now,
Yeah,
what
kinda
did you
weird.
do before that then?
I was a stay-at-home mom, and before that I was in advertising and promotions.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Now, you said you did broadcast in college and grad school, right?
Yeah, so my undergraduate degree is broadcasting, and my graduate degree is in media studies, and then I taught in the English department. So I've done a whole bunch of really odd stuff, yeah.
When you were in grad school, what kind of classes did you take in broadcasting?
Actually
What did
none,
you
it was
do?
all in media studies. So my job in radio I could do without any kind of college degree, to be honest.
So you didn't need any pre-qualifications, they just picked you right after that
Sorry
interview?
to say no, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I think, I mean, it's good to, if you go to a school that teaches you how to use all the bells and whistles, but a lot of people in radio don't have a college degree. Some do. I definitely don't need a master's degree to be in radio, but they hire people mainly based on personality, to be honest. So people will say, oh, I like your voice, and I'm like, that's nice, but mainly they hire people that are kind of kooky with odd personalities, like me.
Speaking of personalities, I know you have a great personality. What do your listeners think? I know they call in with things.
Yeah, they probably think I'm half nuts, because I am. And so really, I think I work in a more of a conservative area, and I think they probably think that I'm kind of a goofball. So that's probably what they think.
Now, what did they think on previous stations that you've worked with?
Probably the same thing. I think it depends on the station that you work at. So yeah, because I'm just kind of silly. So yeah, and honest, and I'm not afraid to be myself, which is probably the most important thing to connect with listeners, is just to be honest and yourself.
Now, which station did you work at that was your favorite?
I've only
Are you
worked
allowed?
at 3. So yeah, no. So Big Froggy 101 is in State College. That was really fun, and I was amphibian there.
I know you were my idol on that show.
Which is very funny, because I'm always convinced that I'm alone in a studio and nobody is listening to me except me. So, yeah.
Now, you've got a lot of listeners.
So, because I hate public speaking, by the way.
Do you?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I make myself do it because I hate it. I know. I'm so weird.
But you're very good at it. You are very good at it.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Now, since you said you've switched stations a couple times, where do you see yourself after Bigfoot? Do you plan on going somewhere bigger?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to leave this area because I have 2 kids that are I have 3 kids and 2 of them are about your age, and so I don't know if I'm quite ready to leave them yet. So I'll probably be here for a while. So yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it might be nice to work in a bigger market, but the idea now kind of is not appealing. So we'll see what happens in a couple years, but for now I'm probably going to stay here.
Okay. Now, what do you suggest for someone wishing to enter into radio?
I don't know. I don't know what I would say. It's really fun. The pay is kind of crappy unless you're in a big market. So I would say that, I don't know.
Shoot big.
But you'll have to start out in a small market and pay your dues. Just don't plan on making any money for a while. But it's really fun. And I work in country music, and I think country music is fantastic. I used to despise it. I despised country music, and now it's my favorite genre. And I wrote my master's thesis about country music and advertising.
That's wonderful.
So if I had to pick a genre to work in the radio, it would be country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Who would have known that one person could do so much? Thank you for joining us, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.